G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So jumping straight into Go Battle League. I think my last one had some funny sound, so hopefully this one sounds a little bit nicer. What I will say is thank you to all those new subscribers. If you are new to the channel and like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. Otherwise, we're going to jump into the Master League. And we're going to be running the same team that I ran last time and the same team that I've been running for a long time. Master League, well, initially people thought it was very expensive, but I've been running a fairly consistent team the entire time. So Giratina with Shadow Claw, Ominous Wind and Shadow Ball, Dialga with Dragon Breath, Iron Head and Draco Meteor, and Mewtwo with Psycho Cut, Psystrike and Focus Blast. So I've been running them for a long time, which is actually much more Candy and Stardust efficient than Great League and Ultra League that I've been changing my team up constantly. So just a thing to think about when you're going into Master League. You can use Pokemon very consistently, even though the initial investment is fairly steep. They don't go out of vogue as quickly as Great and Ultra League. So let's jump into this first one, and I've got Giratina on the lead, and it is a semi-mirror match. It's Origin versus Altered. For this one, you want them to hopefully no-shield the first Shadow Ball here. So I'm going to get to the Shadow Ball. They do get to Dragon Claws in 5. And Ancient Powers 6, and then Shadow Sneaks in 7. So unfortunately they throw up the shield there for the first one, so I just went straight Shadow Ball, because if they don't throw that shield up, you're sort of not in as great a position. So I'm going to throw this up. I know it's going to be a Dragon Claw, but because they've already shielded once, they will get to another Dragon Claw long before I'm able to get to Charge Move, because it takes 7 to get to a Shadow Ball. So obviously, yeah, they're going to get there faster than me. It takes 6 to get to Ominous Wind, so they're going to get faster than that one as well. So I'm going to throw this Shadow Ball and see what they want to do. Do they want to double shield this thing? If they don't, it's going to go down, and down it does go. So out comes a Dialga, and it's not buddy boosted. So the issue with Dialga is you get extra damage if you have a buddy boosted 15 attack Dialga, so that's always the way to go. They throw the Shadow Ball, and it looks like they're not attacking as fast as they could be. Maybe that's just visual lag there, not sure. But out comes my own Dialga, and now they seem to be attacking much faster. So for this one, do I shield up? Do I let it go? I'm going to let it go. If it is the Draco, then fine. It is not the Draco, so that works out really nicely for me. They swap into the Groudon, so I instantly counter that with the Mewtwo here. And so the good thing about Mewtwo here is it is going to do a lot of damage very quickly. It takes 9 to get to, or 8 to get to an Earthquake, but they'll be throwing Fire Punch just too quick to get to the Earthquake there. Fire Punch doesn't do too much damage. Again, well, I guess it wasn't too quick to get to the Earthquake, but just risk it. Now this is too quick to get to the Earthquake, and it's not going to do enough damage to take me out. So what I'm going to do here is throw the Psystrike. They're either going to have to shield up or go down. They decide to shield up, which is fine. We'll see if they want to charge me down. They do not. They want to charge me down. They don't want to fast move farm me down. So that's fine. I'll let this go. I'll be able to come out with my Dialga and fast move farm this down, and then be able to throw a charge move onto their Dialga, and that will be enough to say good game. I also have a obviously shield as well, so either way there, yeah, that's good game right there. So able to take that first game. Not sure if there was a little bit of lag on their part, or just a bit of visual lag when that Dialga came out, but was able to get to the Shadow Ball, and happy days. So they may have just been trying to I don't know, we'll see what happens. So let's jump into this next one, and hopefully we get a decent lead. So basically the Pokemon I do not want to see is Yveltal, especially on the lead. It just destroys my whole team. Yveltal in the back is really bad for me as well. if I lose, yeah, lead, it's not good. So another Giratina altered, versus the Origin. And again, so the question is, do I want to throw straight Shadow Ball here? They're this time going to be throwing their charge moves a little bit quicker, so I'm not going to shield this first one up. Expect it to be a Dragon Claw, but it is the Shadow Sneak, which I guess if you don't get the shield is going to do a little bit more damage. So now I'm going to throw my charge move here, and we'll see what they want to do. So Shadow Ball coming through, and they shielded up. So not ideal for me, but Shadow Sneak does take a little bit of extra energy. So Shadow Sneak takes 7, so the same as Shadow Ball. So Shadow Sneak comes through again. It doesn't quite take me out, but I am able to get to my Shadow Ball, and we'll see what they want to do here. So going to throw this up. If they decide to double shield, I'm up 2 shields. If they don't, then I win switch. So they don't shield, I'm up a shield, and I've won switch. So this is a really good position to be in, and we'll see what comes out to meter. So expect it to be, yeah, there's the Dialga. Expect it to be the Dialga. Basically everyone runs a Dialga, so yeah, very uncommon not to see it, to be completely honest, especially now that it just was re-released, so lots more people have it. So unfortunately, they got to the charge move before I did, and we'll see what they want to do. So I'm going to shield this up, because I've got a shield advantage here, so and it is the Iron Head, which is unfortunate, so I'm going to look to overfarm just a little bit here, throw this charge move, and we'll see if they want to burn their second shield or not. So charge move coming through, and they have. So there's the second shield burnt. The question here is, what do I want to do? So can I charge this down before they're able to take me out? No, I can't. I'm going to have to shield this up. I've got a charge move saved myself. So whatever they swap into, I can instantly throw a charge move against. Except I decided to swap out. So what I should have done there is just straight up thrown the Iron Head, and that would have absolutely destroyed Togekiss, but they did try and swap out and snipe me, so I wanted to counter swap as quickly as possible. For this one, it's not actually looking great for me. They have got to a charge move. It is the Ancient Power, but it's not enough to take me out. They get the boost, so I instantly throw into the Side Strike, because at that range, one charm is going to take me out. Out comes the Dialga. It had 1 Psycho Cut worth of health left on it, and down it goes. So I did have that charge move saved on Dialga as well. Really should have just thrown that, and would have been a nice position to be in, but they did try and swap that in and snipe me. So keep an eye out for people doing that, especially when you're getting low on health. So really good there to be able to call it, well, be on the ball enough to not get sniped out by by the Togekiss. So out comes a Drill Bear. They swap into their Giratina, and I swap out into my Dialga here. So the reason for this swap is because this has got no play against their lead, and I do let this go even though it is the Shadow Ball, and the reason for that is because honestly, it just has no play. It doesn't need health against their lead, so I'm just going to let it do as much damage as it wants. So they say Drill Bear, so it's an Excadrill. So they swap back into their Excadrill, and I don't quite get to the Iron Head, which is fine. They want to throw energy, then I'm fine with that. So energy, Drill Run comes through, absolutely fine. It's going to do a little bit of damage there. So now, do I want to come back out with, so for this one I'm just going to come out with my Giratina here, and you want to be careful of a sack swap here. So they may be trying to catch a move on whatever it is that is in the back, so just need to be careful here. And they've got their own Dialga, not surprising. This one, out comes Mewtwo here. We'll see what they want to do. So they're going to be able to get to the Iron Head before I'm able to get to a charge move, which is fine. So I'm going to shield that up. They've still got 2 shields as well. So I think the play here is to charge up a little bit of extra energy and just go Psy Strikes. It's already down to, well, not down to, it's down to a third health, so they decide not to shield that up. That's really bad for me. So now I'm just going to have to go for the Psy Strikes here and hope for the best. So they're definitely going to be shielding up now, and then going to be able to, get the next one through. The question is, are they going to shield this up? I suspect so. So they do shield that one up as well. And we CMP tied. Absolutely outstanding. So going to be able to let this go. It does mean that they're not going to get to another charge move with this Dialga. So they swap into the Excadrill, and I'm going to charge up a little bit of extra energy before throwing the Shadow Ball, because I need to be able to throw a charge move on the Dialga before it can charge me down. So able to get there. So looking to get there, I'm able to get to the Shadow Ball before they can fast move farm me down. It is quite close, but that's what the over farming on the Excadrill was for, because obviously Excadrill's fast move is going to do a whole lot less damage than Dialga's, so I needed that extra energy. Otherwise, a couple of more Shadow Claws might not have been able to be had before the Dialga was able to farm me all the way down. So that's why I wanted to get that little bit of extra energy. Possibly should have gone one or two more, just because I did have an extra shield. Even if they did throw that charge move, it would have been okay to shield it. They weren't going to get to 2, but I mean, don't want to get overly greedy. It has come back to bite me in the past. So just get the job done, and happy days. So we'll jump into this next one. Mewtwo on the lead, so this is an outstanding lead. It takes, 5 to get to the Psy Strike, so count them up. It takes 7 to get to the Shadow Ball, so just need to be careful here, and too quick. So definitely going to be the Psy Strike, so I'm going to let the first one go, and I will have to shield up a second one. They always are going to be able to beat me to charge moves. Mewtwo is an absolute beast, and I'm just going to throw the Ominous Wind, hopefully grab a shield here. I do grab the shield, no boost, which is unfortunate, and then just going to look to go straight for the next Ominous Wind. So I'm going to shield this one up, and I will be able to get to my Ominous Wind before they're able to get to their next Psy Strike. So let's see if they want to shield this one up as well. And do they want to go 2 shields down? No, they don't. And it's enough to take it out. So happy days. So out comes the Dialga, which is not ideal, but I am actually able to get to an Ominous Wind. So that's pretty good for me there. So going to throw that, do a nice little bit of chip damage. It's obviously not too much, and they do get a head start on energy. Going to come out and match that with my own Dialga here, and we'll see what they want to do. So let's hope they... So they're going to be throwing energy. The question is it a Draco or is it a Iron Head? I'm going to let it go, and it is the Iron Head. So that's absolutely spectacular. So going to now look to go to town and just farm it all the way down. I've got a Draco here, and Kyogre comes out. So I'm just going to Draco and then swap into my Mewtwo. If they don't shield this, they're in a world of trouble. They do shield it up, but I'll swap into my Mewtwo. I need to get to back-to-back Psy Strikes here, and they know that's good game. So they can't get to, with the shield in hand, they cannot get to 3 Surfs before I can get to 2 Psy Strikes. So happy days. And able to get that win. As you can see, getting real close to getting Platinum for my Master League badge. So hopefully we can get that. The league does swap over tomorrow, so we'll need to do at least one more set to get those extra wins. So on the lead they have. So on the lead they have Dialga. I swap into Mewtwo, and they counter swap into their own Giratina. So this is so far not looking good. So they let that first one go, and I'm able to get to a second one before they throw a charge move, which is good. Does mean they'll need to now throw up a shield. So going to... Okay, so it looks like they just missed the shield animation, but they did shield because obviously they didn't do any health. I'm going to let this go. It is the ominous wind, and I'm really hoping it takes me out. Unfortunately, it does not, so they get an extra couple of Shadow Claws in to get a little bit of extra energy here. So the question here is now, what do I come in with? So I'm actually going to come in with my own Giratina, just because it has not much play against their Dialga, so I'm going to let this go. Hopefully it is an ominous wind, and it is, so happy day. So ominous wind comes through, and they get the boost, so that means I'm going to now have to swap out into my own Dialga, and I've got a Melmetal. So this is... yeah, very much good game. So they pretty much had all the perfect counters, and they got a boost as well, which is just really not good. I'm going to go straight into this Draco and see what they want to do. They do let it go, which is fine. And the question here is, are they going to bait, or are they going to throw their own superpower? I'm going to let this go. And it's a superpower, so that's really bad for me, unfortunately. I'm just going to look to farm this down and going to throw the Iron Head. Don't expect a shield here. So no shield, and down goes the Melmetal. They've got a full health Dialga, and I've got no health left on my my own. Come in with my Giratina, and all I can hope for is to boost the absolute life out of this thing, and I get the boost, so finally get a boost, but I mean, I'm down to a third health, a quarter health, versing a Dialga. They've got shield advantage, and yeah, they're just going to shield this one up and fast move farm me down, so I don't think there's anything really I can do here. Yeah, I just needed to call the superpower, but I mean, can't win them all. They had the perfect team to match up against mine, all the perfect counters, so a bit of a rough game there to finish it, but able to go 4-1 with that team. And like I said, hopefully the sound's a little bit better in this one. And got a rufflet for the reward, so happy days. Hopefully the sound's a little bit better in this one. And like I said at the start, if you're new to the channel, like what you see, hit that subscribe button, and you can help me grow this channel. Always good, sitting at what, 525 subscribers. I do think it's amusing to see what people, how the subscription count goes over time. Really interesting to see the stats of it all. Has obviously slowed down a bit because I haven't been posting as much, so hopefully hit me up in the comments. There's a team I do have to try, which is swapping out Mewtwo for Melmetal, so we'll give that a go. But if there's any other teams that people want me to try, let me know, and I'll give them a try if I can. That's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.